Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing well. So today we will start a new topic called inductive effect. In case of a covalent bond, when there is a difference in electronegativity between the two participating atoms, then this bonding pair of electrons are not equally distributed between the two atoms. Depending on the X group, this bonding pair of electrons are either shifted towards carbon or it is shifted towards the X group. So X group is either electron donating group or X group is a electron withdrawing group. Depending on this property, inductive effect can be classified into two categories. One is called minus I effect, another is called plus I effect. Right? When X is electron withdrawing group, then it draws the electron from this carbon chain. Then we will call X is minus I effect group. On the other hand, when X is electron donating group, then it donates electrons towards this carbon chain. Then we call X is a plus I effect group. Right? So now let's see some examples of minus I effect and plus I effect group. For example, fluorine, chlorine, NF3 plus, NH3 plus. When this type of groups are attached with the carbon chain, then it withdraws the electron from this carbon chain. Then we will call X as a minus I effect group. On the other hand, when X is alkyl groups, then it pushes electron towards this carbon chain. Then we will call X as the plus I effect group. Now let's move to some other cases. Depending on this group, we will say that it is either minus I effect or it is plus I effect. Now, as we move further towards the longer end of the carbon chain, that is, as distance from X increases, plus I or minus I effect decreases. That is, distance inversely proportional to plus I or minus I effect. Right? So this is a permanent effect which is found in organic molecules and reaction intermediates. This inductive effect was discovered by scientists Ingold, and now we will see the trend of minus I effect groups. So now let's see the minus I effect trend. The minus I effect trend follows as cyanide followed by CHO, fluorine, then halogens, iodine followed by OH, followed by OR, alkyne, alkene, followed by hydrogen. Thus, as we move from left to right, minus I effect decreases, right? NF3, NH3, NO2, rather SO3H, cyanide, CHO in this way. So from this chart we can easily understand that NF3 plus is more electron withdrawing than cyanide, which in turn more electron withdrawing than fluorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Now we will see the plus I effect group. The plus I effect of various groups goes like this. As the number of alkyl carbons increases, the plus I effect increases. So this is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, this is 3 degree alkyl. Right? So as we move from left to right, the plus I effect increases. Now let's move to the application section of plus I and minus I effects in organic species. So I am rubbing this one. So now we will move to the most important section called the application part, right, of plus I minus I effect. Number 1 is acidity. Minus acidity is directly proportional to minus I effect groups, is inversely proportional to plus I effect groups, is directly proportional to number of minus I effect groups. That is, acidity of any molecules, for example in carboxylic acids, increases as the number of minus I effect groups are attached with the carbon chain, and is inversely proportional to the plus I effect groups attached with the carbon chain, and also depends on the number of minus I effect groups. This will be further cleared when we move to some examples. Now let us move to some examples. Right? So these are some derivatives of carboxylic acids. Now if we see, as we move from left to right, the number of chlorine atoms in the alpha carbon, that is this carbon, increases from left to right. Right? If we see the structure, we will see that these chlorine atoms withdraws electron and thus makes this bond, OH bond, more polar. right? So as we move from left to right, we see here in this alpha carbon we have 3 electron withdrawing chlorine atoms. So these 3 chlorine atoms will more draws electron from this bond, and hence in this case H plus release is most easier. Now we know acidity of any carboxylic acids is shown by the fact the more easily it donates H plus ions, more will be the acidity of that carboxylic acid. So as we move from left to right, H plus release increases. Why? Because the number of attached chlorine atom increases. So this condition, number of minus I effect group increases, which in turn increases the acidity. So the acidity order will follow this trend, right? Now let us move to another example. If we consider, for example, 2 acids, which will be more acidic? So the acidity of these 2 acids will depend on the minus I effect of these attached groups. Now if we look at fluorine and NO2, from the trend of minus I effects, we have noticed that minus I effect of NO2 is far greater than F, right? Let me rub this lower portion. Minus I effect of NO2 is far greater than F. So NO2 will withdraw more electron from this bond in comparison to fluorine. So 2 will be more acidic than 1 because NO2 is more electronegative, more minus I effect than in comparison to F, right? Now we move towards the basicity part. So basicity is directly dependent on plus I effect groups and is also inversely dependent on number of minus I effect groups. Why? Because we know basicity of any species is the ability to donate electrons. So if the more the number of plus I effect groups are attached, it will more push the electrons, so the basicity will increase. Let us see one example. If we consider these 3 alcohols, we will see that as we move from left to right, the number of plus I effect group increases. Here only 1 methyl, here 2 methyl groups, and here we have 3 methyl groups. Therefore, these 3 methyl groups will more donate electrons, and hence here the donation of this lone pair of electrons will be more easy. So if we move from left to right, the basicity of these alcohols will increase. So the basicity order will follow in this trend. So till now, what we have understood? We have understood that plus I effect and minus I effect groups plays a very vital role in determining the acidity and basicity of organic molecules. In case of acidity, we have seen more the number of minus I groups, more is the acidity of the organic species. Whereas in case of basicity, we have seen that more the number of plus I effect groups, more is the basicity of the organic species, because plus I effect group donate electrons, whereas minus I effect group withdraws electron, as we have studied earlier. Let us move to another example. If we consider basicity of amines, in gas phase, obviously, we will see that as we move from left to right, the number of R groups, R means the alkyl groups, increases from left to right. So the donation of this lone pair of electrons is maximum, or you can say easiest, in case of this tertiary amine. So as we move from left to right, the basicity of these amines increases in case of gaseous phase. Remember, but in case of aqueous phase, the basicity will be slightly different. We will discuss it in some another day, right? Now let us move to another topic, that is stability of reaction intermediates. So what are the main reaction intermediates that we will study here? Carbocation, carboanion, and free radicals. So what is carbocation? Very simply, we will understand a carbon bearing a positive charge. When a carbon bearing a negative charge, we will say it as carbanion. And when this carbon has unsatisfied valency, then we will call it as free radical. In the next lecture, we will further study about carbocations, carbanions and free radicals. Today, we will discuss about the stability of carbocations, carbanions due to this plus I effect and minus I effect. So, let's start one by one. Let's first start with carbocation. If we see the following carbocations, we will see as we move from this end to this end, that is as we move from left to right, the number of plus I effect group increases. Now carbocation is a electron deficit species. More the number of methyl groups, more will be the electron density towards this carbocation, and hence more will be the stability. Thus, as we move from 1 degree to 2 degree to 3 degree carbocations, we see that the stability is increased because the number of methyl groups is increasing, which is ultimately stabilizing the carbocation. Now let us see some other examples. Let us consider these two carbocations. If we consider these two carbocations, we will see that minus I effect of NF3 positive is much greater than that of OET. So this NF3 moiety will destabilize this carbocation in comparison to this OET moiety. Hence the stability of this carbocation will be far greater in comparison to 1. In this way, minus I groups plus I groups helps in determining the stability of carbocations. Let us see another example. If we consider these three carbocations, we will see that minus I effect of NO2 is much greater than fluorine. Again, fluorine has more minus I effect in comparison to chlorine. So the stability will follow this trend, because we know more the minus I effect, more will be the destabilization of the carbocation. More the plus I effect groups, more will be the stabilization of the carbocation. Right? Now let us see the stability of carbanions. Carbanions are nothing but, as I said earlier, simply a carbon bearing a negative charge. If we see the following carbanions, we will easily understand that this is already a octet field species. So electron density is already high. Now more the number of plus I groups, more will be the electron density in these carbanions. So more the electron density, it will automatically gets destabilized. So in case of carbanions, the order will be reversed. So the order will be like this. So more plus I groups destabilizes the carbanions, because it will more push the electron density towards this carbon and carbon. Already this is electron dense because its octet is filled. Now more the pushing of electrons, it will become more electron rich and it will become stabilized. So the order will follow this trend, that is 1 degree is more stable than 2 degree is followed by 3 degree. Stability in this way decreases. Right? Now we will see some MCQ questions. So let's start with question number 1. Here we have to find the order of the strength of these following carboxylic acids. So what will be the order? This question was asked in NEET 2016. So we know that this O moiety has minus I effect, right? So the acidity will depend on the minus I effect of this O group. Now let's see the position. Here it is in position number 3 with respect to this COOH group. Here it is in position number 4. We know that minus I effect decreases as the distance increases, right? So which will be the most acidic? 2 will be the most acidic, because here it is in 3 position and here it is in number 4 position. So it will be followed by number 3, and here no O group is there, so it will have least acidity. So the acidic trend will follow in this way. So that means we have to build the concept of each and every sections of organic reaction mechanisms to solve questions. Once we build the concept, it will be very easy for us to solve these questions. Now let us move to another question. This was asked in NEET 2018. Among these following carbocations, the question was asked, which is the most stable carbocation? If we see these 4 carbocations, we will see that this carbocation, the position of this plus group is at number 4, right, in comparison to this NO2 group. So it is in the furthest position. So this NO2 group will have least effect to destabilize this carbocation, because more closer it is, more it will destabilize, because we know that minus I groups will destabilize the carbocation. So in this case, since it is the furthest position from this NO2 group, so it will have least effect to destabilize this carbocation. So this one will be the most stable carbocation. It's a very easy question that was asked in NEET 2018. Now let's see question number 3. This was asked in AIPMT 2014. Among these following aromatic compounds, the question was asked, which will be most efficient in nucleophilic addition reaction? Nucleophilic addition reaction, that means any nucleophile will attack this compound. So this is already a electron rich species. So when this is already an electron rich species, the substrate needs to be electron deficient. So if we see these 4 aromatic compounds, we know already that benzene is an electron rich species. It was discussed in the first lecture. Now we know that CHO has strong minus I effect, right? But here CH3 is already there. Here NO2 is there, right? So this has also strong minus I effect. Also this group shows minus R effect also. So this compound will have least electron density in the benzene ring. So it will be very easy for nucleophile to attack this moiety. So among these 4 compounds, compound number 4 will be most reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction. So we have seen 3 questions today. Today we are ending this session here. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section, and kindly like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.